Alright, guys, welcome back to Knucklehead TV. Today I'm going to be putting myself through pure torture where I'm going to be ranking all of these Star Wars characters. There's so many, there's over 100, I don't know how many exactly, but you guys wanted it. So here we go. Hopefully, this video isn't too long. I tried doing this earlier and it took me a long time. So let's just get started with him. This guy from Force Awakens doesn't really have much to say or do. I'm gonna put him in bad. He's not necessarily bad for what his character is. He's just insignificant. That's gonna be where it's gonna get hard for me to rank characters. Is when they're like insignificant. You kind of have to value like how good they are for the role that they play. And I mean, this guy was fine. I wouldn't say he's bad, but I don't think he's good enough to say he's okay. Yoda is great. Qui-Gon is great. I have lots of problems with the Phantom Menace. I do, even though I'm a huge George Lucas Star Wars fan. But I think Qui-Gon Jinn is an absolutely phenomenal character. This, do I even have to explain myself? This, do I even have to explain myself? R2 is great. Galen Erso is okay. I love the actor that portrays Galen Erso, Mads Mikkelsen. I think he is one of the best working actors today. I think he's absolutely incredible. But to use him for a role like Galen Erso, I think is honestly just disrespectful to his talent, to be completely honest with you. Grievous is good. Watto, I don't want to say he's trash. He's bad. L3, is she trash or is she bad? I don't really care much for Solo, but she was kind of like weird with the whole thing between her and Lando. I didn't really like that. Snoke is bad. Should have been Plagueis. He could have made it into God tier if he was Plagueis, to be completely honest with you. But they mishandled that. Don't know who this is, so bad. Let's put him here though. Wasn't written as badly as Snoke was, but I think Watto and this guy were more interesting. This guy, I put him in bad too. See, like I don't think these guys are like necessarily bad characters. They're just like, well, Snoke, yeah, I do. These four, I don't think they're necessarily bad, but they just like they don't do anything really. Rogue One, Jyn Erso, she's good. I don't know why the image is like that. You can't see her face, but IG-88, he's okay. Cool design. They made IG-11 much better in Mandalorian. Probably made it a different number so that they didn't have to pay George Lucas or something. Dio, trash. Why do you need another droid? There's like a million of them at that point, and so much going on in The Rise of Skywalker. It was ridiculous. Captain Rex is great and incredibly underrated, mind you. Sebulba, he's bad. He might be okay. You know what, I'm going to move him to okay. He's a bit of a kiddie villain, but The Phantom Menace is more of a kiddie movie, so I'm fine with it. Padme is great. And there's been a lot of discourse on the internet recently about Padme being a bad character. I think that's a lot in defense of people saying that Rey is a bad character. And if you think Padme is legitimately a bad character, then that's fine. But I don't think that's what people think. I think they're just mad that people are saying that Rey is a bad character, so they're trying to throw the easiest other target under the bus, which is the lead female from the prequel trilogy. But I don't think Padme is bad at all. I think she has a very coherent and interesting arc. Dorme, I say she's okay. She's fine for what she's supposed to do. Zamwazel, I'm putting her in okay. She gets a lot of hate, and I don't understand why. Paz Vizsla, good. Kanan, good. Maybe moving him to great. We'll see. This guy, I mean, he doesn't do anything. There's another one. Doesn't do anything. Baze Malbus is bad. He's actively bad, not just he doesn't do anything. I mean, the actor did an okay job. That Rogue One, I absolutely love, and maybe they were trying to go for this feel. I mean, it kind of seems like they were trying to go for the feel of like none of these characters are like a hero type or a scoundrel type like Luke or Han. They're just like a band of rebels. So in that sense, like I can respect it, but none of those characters outside of K2 really spoke to me. Count Dooku is good. We'll put him here. Junior Hux. I'm gonna put him in okay, only because he was amazing in The Force Awakens. But in The Last Jedi, he became a joke. In The Rise of Skywalker, he was an embarrassing joke. C-3PO, I'm sorry, I never liked him. I get the appeal, he's a golden butler droid and really embodies like the future and the sci-fi world of Star Wars, and that was probably like sort of an encapsulation of what people felt like watching Star Wars for the first time. But he's so annoying to me, so I'm gonna put him. He's not. Would I say he's bad though? I'll put him in okay, but not above okay. Like he's whatever. I'll put him here. Princess Leia is great. Where will I put her? Probably after R2. This guy gets a lot of flack for really no reason. I mean, he's just like whatever. He's another one of those characters, just whatever. I'll put him in bad specifically because he's another whatever character. But let's see where to put him. Probably there. Bill Burr. His character was kind of bad, actually. I love Bill Burr. He's one of my favorite comedians, but this character just was very meh. Banking Clan. They were somewhat interesting, but they just didn't have any significance. Greg Gunberg's character was kind of lame. I'll put him here. Saj Ventress. She is good. I'm going to put her here. Zorii Bliss was okay. I'll put her actually here. I'd like to see more Zorii Bliss content, even though I'm not a sequel fan. Chewbacca is great. There. Lieutenant Connix, Carrie Fisher's daughter. I'm sorry, I keep tripping up on what I'm trying to say. Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billy Lord, plays Lieutenant Connix. Character's not very relevant or significant. I hope that Billy gets the chance to play Leia in a more significant project. I think that'd be really cool and heartwarming for everyone. But Lieutenant Connix is not particularly a good character, so I'm gonna have to put her right here. This dude, who are you? Like what? Django is good. I'm gonna put him here. Jabba is great. I love Jabba. He's a very weird villain. He's not a typical villain, but I love the gangster thing. I love his power being through like money and things like that. And he's a very ambitious puppet as well. So I like Jabba. This guy, the Grand Inquisitor, um, I think he's like better than okay, but not quite good. So I'll put him like here. Ray, I'm sorry, Ray. Daisy, I think you're a great actress. I thought the mystery that you had in The Force Awakens was great. Even though I'm not a sequel fan, I will always admit this. I thoroughly enjoy The Force Awakens. I'm not going to shy away from that. I do. At this point, I can watch it as like a one-off and like imagine it as like a cool fan film type of thing. The other two really, really hurt my perspective on Star Wars. But Rey in The Force Awakens was cool, but what they decided to do with her in the next two did not speak to me, so I have to put her in bad. This guy was annoying. We'll put him there. K2SO is great. I love K2SO. Probably my favorite droid. Saw Gerrera is okay. It's okay. Bib Fortuna. I don't want to say he's good because he's not, but the costume design is really freaky. And the actor always freaked me out as a kid, so he's definitely at the least okay. Sabine is good. We'll put Sabine here. Poe is okay. Uncle Owen, he's not bad, but I don't know what to say about him. I'll say, you know what? I'll say he's okay because in the beginning it seemed like they were really trying to convey like how much of an impact he had over Luke, him and Beru. So we'll say he's okay. This guy, bad. What are you? This guy, he's a bad character, even though he's kind of iconic in a way. He's also bad. Hondo, good. Krennic, good. Actually, Krennic's great. Actually, you know what? At first, I didn't like Krennic very much, but then I realized that's because of how good of a job the actor portraying him did. And I think he's better than Tarkin as far as that like in command Imperial type. I think he's probably the best one. Ayla Secura is, I gotta say, bad, unfortunately. I mean, she looks really cool, and they try to expand on her in the Clone Wars a little bit, but they can only do so much, and for me, it just wasn't enough. Dryden Voss is he's good. He's a really unique character. His look. Paul Bettany is a very good actor, in my opinion, and can pull off villains extremely well. He had a cool weapon, and I liked him just being involved in crime. That was cool. Cad Bane is good to great. I don't know. I'm gonna say he's great. That's what I'm gonna say. I think he's the best bounty hunter in Star Wars. Cassian Andor. Um, he's good. I used to really like Cassian. Now I just kind of like him. I hope they expand on him in this TV show, which is going through complications right now, which I know a lot of people don't care. I really care. I really want to see this show because I don't think it's just going to be about Cassian. I think it's going to be about the Rebels in general in that era. And Vader's supposed to be in it. And, you know, the more Vader, the better, right? So for me, I hope it gets to the air. But Cassian is going to go in, I put him in good, but he's kind of in between good and okay. Might change that later. We'll see. Werner Herzog, bad. I didn't care for his character. Mon Mothma, she's okay. Bodhi Rook, I found him to be extremely annoying, so bad. Um, I'll probably reorganize these two from like left to right when I'm all done, or at least try to, anyways. Like in order of my favorites, but we'll see how that goes. For now, I'm just kind of throwing them up there. Porkins is okay. Didn't have much significance, but the role that he played, he was funny, and he's a meme now forever. Chopper, I can't stand Chopper. Cara Dune is fine. Wet or Biggs, fine. I wish they kept that deleted scene from the beginning of A New Hope with him in it. So his when he reunites with Luke in a new or at the end of A New Hope, that it makes more sense. Darth Maul, if it was just Phantom Menace Darth Maul, then I would put him in okay. But the Clone Wars really made him great. I was very opposed to him returning in the Clone Wars at first because I just found it so ridiculous. But I've come to accept it, and I think what they did with him was fantastic. Do I have to say anything about this right here? Anakin slash Vader is the best character in Star Wars. Like he is Star Wars, you know. So, um, this guy, I'm gonna put him in bad because there's a handful of characters like this in Star Wars that just kind of are like tertiary characters who have like some significance in like a political structure, whatever, and have a few lines. Some of them are memorable, like Captain Typho. I think, yeah, he's right here. He's a memorable one, but that guy is just whatever. Typho, I'll put in okay. Greedo, I almost want to put him in good. I'm gonna put him like at the top of okay, but I almost want to put him in good. A lot of people don't care for Greedo, but Greedo to me, like he looks like what an alien would look like. Like people back then when they picture alien, they picture like a green creature with like big giant eyes. You know, so he looks like what an alien would look like. The Han Greedo scene, as much as I hate the change that they made to it in special editions, like he's iconic to me. So I like Greedo. Wicket, but Ewoks in general, I hate. Absolutely hate them. I'm sorry. It should have been Wookiees. Babu Frick, whatever. A lot of people thought he was cute and funny or whatever. Like, I was just so unimpressed by the Rise of Skywalker that I couldn't care less. Moff Gideon, I'm gonna say he's good, and I think he's going to be great. Even though I have many criticisms of The Mandalorian so far. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that this is my take on The Mandalorian. Average first season. I'm not on the hype train just yet, but I think season 2 could be great. And as I just said about Moff Gideon in particular, I think he could turn out to be very, very interesting. Dengar, what do? You just sell toys. That's it. Mace Windu is a great character. I don't care if people are upset that he called Ahsoka Citizen. He's a great character. Hera is good as well. Let's see. Wedge. Wedge is he's okay. I don't love Wedge as much as most people. I know he's sort of like the iconic rebel that isn't like a main character or anything, but I don't really care for him. Grief Karga. I almost want to put him in. I'm gonna put him in okay. I don't love him. It's between bad and okay, but I didn't feel right putting Carl Weathers in bad, and I think he'll get better. So it's whatever. This guy I've spoken has become iconic, so I'll put him in okay, but I don't love him. Kit Fisto, I'm going to put in good. He was good in the Clone Wars, and as a kid, I was obsessed with him. Actually, because of the Clone Wars 2003 series when I was a kid, that's how I came to love him. But I like Kit Fisto, and I think of like Jedi who aren't like the main Jedi. He's one of the first ones that pops up in my head. Kira, I love Emilia Clarke. I really do. I think she's great as Daenerys and in many other roles, but I found Kira to be extremely bland. BB-8. Let's see. I'm gonna put him in good. I love BB-8. I really do. I think he's a fantastic concept for a droid. A lot of people are making fun of it. A lot of people who are anti-Disney Star Wars. There's a lot of stuff in Disney Star Wars that I criticize, and you guys know that. But I think BB-8 is great. Well, good, obviously, by where I ranked him. Tarkin, we're gonna put in good. He's only in the one film, well, Rogue One now, and he's in some of the cartoons as well. But like Tarkin, like he's cool, but I'm not like obsessed with him like some people seem to be. Jar Jar, I'm at best. I love you to death. I really do. I think you're a great guy, and I'm so glad you're doing better and are back in Star Wars. Jar Jar was not for me. Evazan Cornelius, I'm going to put him in okay. He wasn't supposed to be anything significant, but you'll always remember that messed up face from that scene, that very significant scene in the Mos Eisley Cantina bar. Han Solo is a god. It's kind of hard between this god and Grey. Like, Anakin Vader is my favorite character, and there's a couple right behind them that I haven't ranked yet, or behind Anakin Vader, that are definitely god tier. But like some of these characters right here, like Rex and Yoda and Padme and Han, like I sort of like them the same amount, and I almost like I don't know why I have Han and God and not these characters. I mean, I feel like I like Han slightly more, but I don't know. It's tough in that area. Like right when you get past your very favorites, it's tough. Bossk is good. From the stuff that they did with him in the Clone Wars and extra content that he's been in, not so much his singular appearance in The Empire Strikes Back. This dude bad because he's whatever, like he doesn't do anything. Mandalorian, I'll put Mando in good. I'm not in love with the Mandalorian yet, as I've said. I love Pedro Pascal though, and I think Mando could do some really interesting things. This guy, I felt he was a bad actor personally. Boba Fett, I have to put him good. Like, he's not really good. They need to do so much more with him than they actually wound up doing. But Boba Fett, he's just so cool, man. Coyote he's okay. I'll always remember old Conehead. But he's not anything significant. Even in the Clone Wars when they flesh him out, he's fine. Ezra is good. I like Ezra a lot. He gets way too much hate. To me, Ezra is like a mix between Anakin and Luke, and that is why I like Ezra so much. I honestly, personally, probably relate to Ezra more than any character in Star Wars. Obi-Wan, as you just saw there, is god tier. I mean, like, how could he not be? This guy, trash. Honda Baba, he's okay, along with Evazan Cornelius there. Nine Numb, he's okay. I mean, like, a lot of these characters are just sort of like memes, like Nine Numb is a meme, Greedo's a meme, wherever the heck Akbar is, he's a meme, and you can love characters through like these just like small roles that they play in Star Wars. It's really interesting. I don't feel like there are a lot of things out there that are like that, where like just one small thing can happen and you can remember them for forever. Plo Koon, he is going to be. I'm going to put him in good, but I almost feel inclined to put him in great. Not from his role in the prequels, he doesn't really do anything, but in the Clone Wars, I think he's fantastic. But I don't think he had quite enough screen time. If he had more screen time, I think he would have uh, easily been great. Lando. Let's see, what should we do with Lando? Lando's great. I don't. This isn't in order yet. He just went there, I guess. This girl, don't like her. Sassy Tin was cool in 2003 Clone Wars, but that's it. Luke. Now, this Luke right here is God tier. If The Last Jedi Luke was on here, I'm putting him in trash. I'm sorry. I know there's people that like him. I know there's people that love him. I honestly think that was Mark Hamill's best performance, acting-wise. But to me, that vision does not fit with Star Wars whatsoever. Not the way that I personally perceive it. And to me, I felt honestly disrespected as a Star Wars fan watching that, but we don't need to dive into that. Beru is good. She doesn't really do much, but she seems like a very good person, and it sort of Luke sort of reflects her and the upbringing that she gave him. Enfys Nest is oh no, she's not trash. She's at least okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting somebody a little bit more seemingly, like physically and age wise, more badass than Enfys. Well, in what she turned out to be, but I think that's actually a neat twist now looking back on it. Palpy is God tier. Let me rearrange this real quick. Love me some Han, but this is the pecking order for me, at least at the very top. Chirrut Imwe, Donnie Yen. I think he is very good. I like him a lot. Actually, I'll move him down a little bit, though. Don't have quite an order yet, but this guy, sorry. This Zeb is bad. I love Steve Bloom, the voice actor. He's one of my favorite voice actors of all time, but Zeb didn't do it for me. Kylo Ren. I'm gonna say he's good. I don't care. I'm not a fan of the sequels, but Adam Driver is phenomenal. His arc, even though it's very derivative of Anakin/Vader, is still a compelling arc regardless. So Kylo Ren, despite all the flaws of the sequels, is good in my opinion. Finn, okay, he was. I would have put him in great after just The Force Awakens, but they sidelined him and all of that, so it was just not cool. What they did with Finn, he could have been so much more. Shmi, she's good. I'll say she's good. She's not. I mean, she's just supposed to be Anakin's mother figure and sort of like, play a role in his turn essentially. And I think she does exactly what she's supposed to, and she seems very heartwarming. So I think she does a good job. Savage he's okay. I don't love Savage. I know there's some people that do, but he's not for me. Benicio is, well, DJ is bad. I love Benicio del Toro. His performance in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of my favorites of all time. I think he's awesome. Awesome just in general, but they absolutely failed him. Gave him such a crap role, just like Mads Mikkelsen was given a crap role. Akbar, he's okay. I don't understand why Akbar was not the main calamari in Rogue One. It was I can't remember the other one's name. Like it should have been him. Why not? It makes no sense to me. But whatever. Boss Nass, bad. He's funny, but bad. Baby Yoda, he's okay. I mean, he's a baby. You know, he doesn't do anything other than be cute. So I'll put him in okay though. Luminara. I don't love Luminara, I gotta say. I mean, she's a Jedi that I think of when I think of, like, the main Jedi, but I don't love her. What is this? Is this Forlom? Is that who that is? Can't tell. That guy's annoying, but interesting. His cloner sort of background he appears to have is interesting. Bail Organa is a good character. I like Bail a lot, and I hope we see more of him. in this Cassian series, and anything they do sort of in that era. Jana is bad. I'm sorry. I wanted her to be good really badly. I was hoping she'd become like a playable character on Battlefront 2, possibly, but she was not very good. Commander Cody is a good character. He's good in the Clone Wars. He's good in Revenge of the Sith. But I really think that this Kenobi series is going to catapult him. He could even become great in the Kenobi series. I don't know why his name is Cody though. One of my friends who he's not a huge Star Wars fan, but he is a Star Wars fan now. When the Rise of Skywalker was coming out, and when I don't think it was having to do with the Rise of Skywalker, it's more so about Disney Plus. He got Disney Plus, and he decided to marathon all the Star Wars movies, and he knew that I'm a huge fan, so I sort of walked him through everything. And something he brought up to me was, why is Commander Cody's name like Cody? Like, that's just like so lame. And like, I thought about it, and I just started laughing. Like, you have all these names: Anakin, Mace, Qui-Gon, Darth Maul, but this dude's name is Cody. So I don't know. It made me laugh. Quinlan Voss is okay. Not a huge fan of the whole Big Lebowski thing they tried to do with him, but this Padme handmaiden wasn't a fan. I don't know if that's Keira Knightley or not. I know she was one of them, but I feel like that one in particular that I'm seeing, like in the few scenes she was in, I didn't love. Holdo, Laura Dern, great actress. Admiral Holdo, horrible character. I'm sorry. Maz Kanata is good. She has a very interesting backstory, and I hope we learn more about her. Captain Phasma is okay. I wish they would have done more with Gwendolyn Christie, but they did not. Paige, I'm gonna say she's okay because she isn't inherently bad, and she doesn't really affect the badness of The Last Jedi. And I thought that scene was cool that she was in. I really did, so I'll put her in okay. Valorum, I like the actor for Valorum a lot. Shak T, not a huge fan, except for if you consider the 2003 Clone Wars, which I will. I'm trying to consider all portrayals and iterations of these characters, which is kind of hard to do. Like for Anakin, if Matt Lanter's Anakin was on here, I'd put him in great. Hayden's in Gods. And then obviously Obi-Wan has Alec Guinness as well, and Luke has the older Luke. Older Luke I would put down in trash. So it's kind of hard to encapsulate all of these portrayals and different iterations of these characters. But yeah, so Shak T, 2003 Clone Wars, will move her up into okay. But the other, her just barely showing up in the prequels and her very few appearances that weren't great in the Clone Wars, would put her in bad, if not for the 2003 Clone Wars. Coleman Trevor, he's a meme, but not an interesting one. This guy freaks me out. She is kind of iconic in a way. Max Rebo is kind of iconic in a way, so he'll go to okay. Lobot. What is this character? Does she die? Okay, so there's a girl that looks like this that dies in Order 66, and a girl that dies in a fight with Savage and Maul when she's alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi. Are they the same character, and maybe she survives in the Clone Wars? I can't remember. Or maybe they're like from a similar race or something. I don't know. But I'm going to put her in bad. I don't think I found her very interesting. Evil, Barriss, bad. Like, why are you bad? Doesn't even make sense. Grand Admiral Thrawn is great, and that's considering outside content, not just Rebels. Embo, he'd be in between okay and good for me. What is this? Who is this? Who is this shark person? I literally don't know. I do not remember a shark person in Star Wars. Clearly it's animated, so it's Clone Wars or Rebels, but I don't know, dude. So I'm going to put him in bad. This guy was bad. Dexter Jetster, we'll put him in okay. Pong Krell is good. what a horrifying arc that was the first time I experienced it. I was not expecting that whatsoever, for Jedi to just take over control like that and be as evil as he was. That was, oh, I put him in great. I'll put him in good. That was crazy to me. This guy, whatever. Tobias Beckett, he was a fine character, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's good. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky for me. I can't really tell, just because these are small images that I'm looking at, like which clones these are. Is this Echo or Fives? I don't know. Most of the main clones from 501st, like Echo and Fives, like I think are at the very least good. His character was whatever. Aurra Sing is actually, yeah, she's okay. I can't even tell who this guy is right here. I literally, like, he's got to be from Rebels, right? Like an Inquisitor, but I can't tell which specific one it is. Didn't I already do Werner Herzog? Yeah, I did. He's on here twice for some reason, but I'll put him again in bad. Clone. All of the clones are good. D. Bradley Baker is just a freaking genius. I love that dude. Ray Vizsla. Come on. It's not grabbing him. Okay, there we go. Ray Vizsla is good. Let's see. I can't recall this particular trooper, but again, D. Bradley Baker, so who cares, right? Darth Bane, I mean, based off of this small appearance in Clone Wars, which was voiced by Mark Hamill, just by the way, in case you didn't know. I mean, he wouldn't be anything significant, but based on EU stuff, he is in good. Tarful's really cool. It's weird. Like, they talk about him a lot, but he doesn't do a whole lot in Star Wars. I kind of I feel like if they did more with him, he would be a pretty good character. So I'm gonna put him in good. BB9E, what even are you? Why do we need another C3PO? I mean, I know that's not C3PO, but like, why does this exist? Armor. I like the Armor a lot. I think she's really, really cool. Barriss Offee, good, bad. I just don't like Barriss Offee. I find her, like, her motivations make no sense, and she's really bland. Cal Kestis is great. Jedi Fallen Order, the game, kind of annoys me. I just don't love that style of gameplay. But Cal Kestis, Cameron Monaghan, very, very good. I hope we see him in like a show or something at some point. I think that'd be awesome. Plagueis, I'll put him in good. I wouldn't say he's great. I've read his EU stuff, and it's very interesting, but I think there needs to be more Plagueis stuff before I can put him in great. Revan, if they ever make like movies on the Knights of the Old Republic or even a show, Revan has the potential to be number 2 to Anakin Vader. He really, really does. So I desperately want to see that, but I'm going to put him in God tier because of how good I think he can be, and from what I do know about him, he is still very cool. So Revan will go in God tier. Let's see. This character, whatever. This character was pretty bad. I almost want to put her in trash, but like these characters, I like vehemently dislike. These ones are just like whatever, to like you're kind of a bad character, just like I don't care. But like she's almost in between that. It's kind of weird, but I'll put her in bad. I don't dislike her as much as any of these characters down here. This guy was kind of neat. I'll put him in okay. Oh, good lord. I like this girl. And I think she was the daughter of a character who in the prequels, like, he was a background character in the prequels, and then they turned him into an actual character in the Clone Wars. And I think that character was played by George Lucas. Like, he was an extra in a scene, and then they made a character out of him in the Clone Wars, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I can say this girl is good. Yeah, I can't say she's good, but I like her. Clone Commandos, a lot of people love them. I don't know enough about them to really rank them, to be honest, but clones are good regardless, and the Commandos look sweet, so put them in okay. This lady was whatever. I mean, she seemed nice, like she could be a good character, but I don't. It's whatever. Actually, you know what? I'll put that lady in okay. What she was for the role that she played was solid. This dude, Duchess Satine, I think she's a great love interest for Obi-Wan Kenobi and a good character overall. This lady, what the hell even was this? Like, is that like an insane Sigourney Weaver? Like, what's going on there? Seer, I did not dig her. Bo-Katan, great. I mean, she doesn't have enough screen time, I feel like, to put in great, but like her backstory and just everything about her is so cool. I really hope we see her in The Mandalorian season 2, as we're rumored to. She had horrible animation in Rebels, and I will never forgive Rebels for doing that to my girl. But she's awesome. This guy, I can't even remember his name, but I didn't love him. Do I put him in bad or okay? I'll put him in bad. It's just like, no, I'll put him in okay. He was fine. Wasn't my favorite though. This Bad Batch guy is okay. Bad Batch is going to be really interesting. I look forward to that show. Hunter, Bad Batch, he's one of my favorites of the Bad Batch. I'll put him in good. I think he's the only from the Bad Batch you can put in good right now. I feel like Crosshair will be my favorite, but I don't think you can put anyone but Hunter in good from the Bad Batch just yet. Trilla. Do I put Trilla in great? No, I don't. I'll put her there. Trace was really bad. You know what? I won't put her in trash though. I won't do her like that. This is Crosshair right here. I thought I had to grab Crosshair. Apparently not. Rafa. I liked Rafa. I know a lot of people hated this arc and both of these girls. I'm not a fan of Trace whatsoever, but I thought Rafa was kind of cool. I digged her. So we'll put her in okay. The giant guy from Bad Batch, I thought was pretty annoying. When D. Bradley Baker gets crazy like that, it can be kind of annoying, so I wasn't a fan, even though I love you, D. This guy from Jedi Fallen Order was really interesting to me. He was impossible to beat, but he was interesting. So I'm gonna put him in good. Mirren, good as well. I really hope that she becomes a Jedi and her and Cal join Luke's Jedi Order after Return of the Jedi. I think that would be awesome. This dude, I literally do not even remember. This character was odd. Mother Townsend is pretty interesting. I'll put her. I don't think I can put her in good. Like she's got like a neat thing about her, but like I just don't think as a character she does much on her own. What is this? I don't even know. Obi-Wan dressed up as the bounty hunter. That was actually a good arc, but the character that Obi-Wan morphed into, I did not like. This guy, I'll put him in okay. That was the guy who like vouches for you, or something like that in Jedi Fallen Order, I think, right? Like he's your friend, or you have to save him, right, with the Force. Yeah, that's what it is. You save him with the Force, and then when people try to say that there's a Jedi, he like doesn't like say that it's you because he's grateful or something like that. So I like that guy. Whatever. What are you? Oh God, see more clones. Why can't I remember which one of you is which? Obviously, I remember Rex. I remember Cody, and then I know like Fives and Echo are the main ones. I just clones are hard, man. We'll put you in okay. Sorry if I'm disrespecting you. I feel like I feel like one of these two is Jesse. Jesse, yeah, I think Jesse is the one with the face tattoo, right? Or the head tattoo? Whatever, I'll put him in okay. Um, Children of the Fort. Why are these children even here? Like, I get, like, there are, like, a lot of side characters that they use in this, like Boss Nass. Like, I feel like he has a right to be here, but, like, these little children that are part of one episode of a Clone Wars episode or something like that, like, why? I just don't understand the need to put them in here. I'm gonna put them all in bad because they don't do anything, even though that Wookiee child is adorable. Boom. See, there's a girl that looks like this again. Are they two different characters? Are they related? I do not know, but I mean, I didn't dig her character anyway, so bad. This dude, he's the dude on Mandalore, right? Yeah. Um, I wasn't a fan, to be honest with you. Why are you here? These clones, even though they played like the most insignificant role ever, were interesting. They made for a badass moment with Yoda. Um, all clones are at least okay. I'm gonna say that all clones are at least okay. The more significant ones can be up to great, like Rex. Maul DeLorean is fine, and this guy, Dominic Monaghan is his name. I think that's it. He plays Mary, right? Is it Mary or Pippin that he plays from Lord of the Rings? Love him in that. But this character was such a throwaway character, and like his one line was trying to justify the Holdo maneuver, which is stupid. So putting him in trash. So yeah, here is my list: Anakin, Vader, Obi Wan, Luke, Palp, Han, Ahsoka, and Revan in God tier. I feel like uh, I feel like these three right here, Revan, Ahsoka, and Han, are relatively close to like these characters right here. Um, I'd say there's a cutoff point between Leia and Jabba right here, like a decent. Actually, you know what? I need to move Maul up. Maul up. Um, yeah, I feel like there's a decent sort of gap between Leia and Jabba here, almost as if there should be another section in between great and good, and all of these characters would be in that. Um, but Anakin through Palpatine right here are God tier no matter what. Revan, if they ever do a correct adaptation of him, will be God tier, and from what I know, he already is God tier. So, um, Ahsoka and Han are like the two best of the characters that aren't like my absolute favorites. Rex is an amazing character. Padme gets too much flack. Yoda's great. Who doesn't love Chewie? I don't care about your gripes with the Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon is great. R2, everybody loves R2. Maul got such an awesome arc in the Clone Wars. I hope we see that Crimson Dawn show that we could potentially be getting. Leia, everyone loves Leia. Jabba, I think, is cool. K2SO, best droid. Well, is he the best? Is he better than R2? Yeah, I think I like him more than R2, to be honest with you. I feel like I move R2 up just because he has more significance and he's more iconic, but I feel like personally I like K2 more. Krennic is better than Tarkin in my opinion as far as this type of a villain. Cad Bane, best bounty hunter. Lando's great. Mace Windu is a great character. I don't care about the Ahsoka citizen thing everyone's getting all upset about. He's still a great character. Being annoyed at someone does not mean they are a bad character. That's a mistake that I made with director Krennic. He annoyed me, and so I thought he was a bad character, but quite the opposite. Grand Admiral Thrawn, great. Cal is great, and he's only going to get better. I hope we see him in live action at some point. Bo-Katan, same case, great, only getting better. Plagueis, we need more content on. I'm going to try my best not to talk about every single one of these because it's just way too many. Plo Koon, if you haven't seen the Clone Wars, watch it. He gets much better than just like a side Jedi. Kanan is very good. I love Chira Imwe. Donnie Yen is awesome. Hondo Ohnaka is very eccentric, and I love it. Ezra Bridger, I almost want to move Ezra up to great, to be honest with you. Should I? No, I won't move Ezra up to great just yet, but I think he very likely could get there. All of these characters from like here down almost would be in between good to okay for me, but I dig every single one of these characters. The clones I'm kind of confused on because I don't know which is which. Echo, Fives, whatever. But all of these characters I dig. Greedo I overvalue simply because to me he's just iconic. Mads Mikkelsen, absolutely love him, but he was screwed. Donald Gleason was screwed as well. And John Boyega as Finn, he was screwed. A lot of people were screwed under Disney Star Wars, and that kind of sucks. Not as in love with Savage Opress as some of you guys are. Baby Yoda, I mean, he's not really a character. He doesn't do anything. So, I mean, he does some stuff, I guess, but he doesn't say anything. So I don't think you can justify putting him over okay. Let's see. Bad. Rey, as I said, Daisy Ridley, I think she's a very good actress, but she was just written incredibly poorly. I think she was good in The Force Awakens, but she went nowhere, so I have to put her in bad, even though I'm much more invested in her character than somebody like, I don't know, this chick from The Mandalorian. This chick from The Mandalorian was written much better for what she was supposed to be, in my opinion. Rogue One characters were the weakness in my opinion. That's why I have Baze here and Bodhi is in here somewhere. A lot of I don't know characters like the Children of the Force and this guy, like why, like I just don't understand why they're even here. And the trash characters, Jar Jar, he ruined episode 1 for a lot of people. I love Ahmed Best. I think he's a funny guy. And Jar Jar as like a background character who says a few things here and there wouldn't be terrible. But I also think that a lot of people just blamed The Phantom Menace being not a great movie on him. It's not, his fault. But he's still just not a good character. Ewoks pull Return of the Jedi down so much, in my opinion. Should have been Wookiees. Rose Tico completely disrupted the camaraderie the sequel trilogy characters were supposed to be building and has more cringy lines than any character in the prequels. And no, I do not care if you agree with that. She does. The fighting for what we love thing, like, dude, that was awful. I don't care about I don't like sand. Rose's line was way worse. Chopper, annoying as hell. These guys, you know what? I'm going to move this guy. The other one, this guy kind of doesn't do anything. I'll move them both up to bad. Actually, I'll move him up to okay. Because he kind of makes me laugh at sometimes. Holdo, Laura Dern is a great actress, but the role her character played was awful. Her plan made absolutely zero sense. Why she wouldn't tell Poe. It just makes no sense. The Holdo maneuver was absurd to me. I mean, people try to justify it, and there's like one small workaround argument that you could make that literally nobody makes, by the way. So the people defending it don't even know how to defend it. But her entire character was just BS to me. This chick, why was that song in Return of the Jedi? I don't even know what Return of the Jedi was like before the special editions. I watched the special editions because Hayden and Victory Celebration are just too good to give up. But apparently this chick was added into the special edition to play a song at Jabba's Palace, and it is really odd. This chick is crazy and weird, and I'm not a fan. And this dude is a throwaway character of a good actor, simply to try to justify some stupid thing from the previous movie. All right, that is my list. I do not know how long that took, but my throat is hurting from talking this much. if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if there is another one of these that you would like me to do, whether that's Marvel characters or Star Wars movies or Batman villains or anything like that, just let me know. And maybe I can make this a thing that I do more often. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.